Hey, I don't criticize anybody's right to actually smoke the stuff or grow the stuff or whatnot. It's just, I'm just speaking from a personal perspective. Like it's just not for me.
But that's the thing, man. The political is the personal, man. I would much rather have if I were to have
Yeah.
kids one day, I would much rather have my kids uh see weed than see booze. Basically, if there's I don't know.
And honestly, like the people who've approached me, total family man, totally like upstanding members of the community, like can totally leverage legitimacy upon the industry and bring it up in that way. Honestly, but it was just like, you know, could I reconcile myself with it? And like, I just I struggled too much with it growing up, um, where it is that weird dichotomy of, like I said, there's the rednecks growing it and the hippies smoking it, and like neither really like everybody thinking they get something out of it, but really it's just destroying the both of them. But that was my perspective because I didn't engage. I just observed, and I feel like it can. There's just a whole world of people with potential to do way greater things than what is involved or related to growing marijuana. That's it. I'd rather just sell carpet.
You mean from the growing perspective?
No, growing or smoking or selling. Like
I don't know. I mean, I feel
there's
like
there's there,
a lot of the people that at least that I look up to, there's a lot of successful smoke. It's like I feel like the thing with weed is it amplifies stuff. So if you're like a genius, if you're like brilliant, it opens up a whole other level of your brain that like enhances your genius. But if you're a lazy fuck who just like sitting around and eating Cheetos and watching fucking whatever the fucking Looney Tunes and jacking off, and that's all you were doing anyways, and then you start smoking weed, guess what's gonna get amplified? I feel like that's my
well,
best description of it in the most simplest terms is it amplifies whatever, which is why when I'm like feeling depressed, like some people say, oh, like I was feeling down, like whatever, it's good for anxiety. No, me, if I'm already feeling anxious or I'm already feeling depressed, I don't smoke because I know, at least in the short term, there's going to be this amplification of the state that I'm in.
right.
Like I have to kind of before I smoke, I need to be like kind of meditative, or I need to have just accomplished a few things that were like creative or something, or or be on some kind of path where the amplification kicks in because it can very easily go. I see where you're coming from
Man.
on that negative perspective, but I think that is just part of that was pushed in the media for years and years in this country for numerous reasons, and we don't need to. I mean, all the resources about that are out there, but there was an agenda to get rid of it from a lot of angles. But the negative, there is a negative aspect there, but it's more about what's within the individual and the whatever path the individual is on in that particular moment. But to each his own. You don't want to get into the weed. You don't want to make a bunch of money, bunch of untaxed.
Oh, heavily taxed. What are you talking about?
Well, we'll talk off camera about that, but
Well, so everything you just said is also true of alcohol. Like, if you're in a bad mood and you drink alcohol, it's only going to amplify your mood and make you madder. If you're
I
happy,
find the opposite. When I'm pissed off, when I get fucking drunk, I'm like, I guess it's like I'm happy to be pissed off. So it's like it's fake happiness. Maybe that's I don't know.
well, it's the human brain, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is the weird shit that happens to our brains when we're on all mind altering things. I mean, like I said, like marijuana, there's nothing wrong with it. Um, Taken in moderation. Some people turn it into a lifestyle. Some people self medicate, um, and then they don't achieve their full potential, and that's a shame. And it's true of any drug, alcohol, whatever. When people are self medicating or soothing themselves, I feel like it's just not achieving their full potential.